A husband allegedly run over by his wife when she discovered him cheating has been accused of being full of excuses at his jilted spouse's trial. Christie Lee Kennedy, 37, had been married to David Larkin for almost a decade when she found out he was having an affair with Zowie Noring in March 2021. Kennedy is accused of intentionally running over Larkin and Noring in her BMW SUV after discovering them together at Wavell Heights in Brisbane's north. Read more. My whole life had been torn apart, wife says running over husband in accident. Kennedy also got out of her car, grabbed Noring by the hair and repeatedly punched her while screaming obscenities, the district court has heard. The jury at her trial before Judge Tony Moynihan began deliberations on Friday afternoon. In her closing argument, defense barrister Penny White accused Larkin of not being a reliable witness when he gave evidence this week. From the very first question I asked him, he was trying to find a way to get out of things, she told the jury. He denied having the affair, but after multiple questions he admitted that yes, he had sex with Zowie and later accepted yes, they were having an affair. You might think it was a pretty simple and straightforward question, and yet it took us a long time for him to finally accept even that. White also took the husband to task for telling Noring he was separated or separating from his wife at the time of the incident. Read more. Mistress recalls being hit by jilted wife. She, Noring, said in her evidence that she believed based on what David Larkin told her that he was separated from his wife. On the day of this incident, White said, "We know that is clearly not the case." This is another example of David Larkin saying what he can to try and make himself look better, doing whatever he can to get out of a situation. Kennedy told the court this week that her initial plan was to find out what her husband was doing when she discovered he was visiting a park she didn't recognize for the third time that week. Read more. Taiwan shoots down drone off Chinese coast. Kennedy said she changed her plan and accelerated down the street to catch him out when Larkin and Noring spotted her approaching in her BMW, hitting them accidentally. This all happens in a matter of seconds. At that specific time. Do you believe Christie Kennedy really had the intention to disable them? White said. However, Crown Prosecutor Jennifer O'Brien described Kennedy's account as totally illogical and her behavior after the accident as disgraceful. If this was a true accident, would you get out of the car and start punching a person you had just hit with some force and sent them flying onto the road? O'Brien said in her closing argument. She said CCTV footage of the incident shown to the jury indicated Kennedy was an angry woman caught in a compromising position. Read more. U.S. court shuts off Wi-Fi to block Liv Trump hearing. Reporting my submission is breaking, is very late and after she formed the intent to strike them given how she goes straight at them. Like she lined them up, she said. O'Brien said it was fortunate that Larkin and Noring were not more badly hurt after being hit by the BMW SUV, which she described as a large and powerful weapon. Kennedy has pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of malicious acts with intent to disable. She has pleaded guilty to unlawful assault.